You know what? You know you love your truck when you're outside under a flashlight working on it. What am I doing? You know what I'm doing, guys? I am wiring up the third brake light for the Leer top. It's famous. So, been all over the Dodge forums, been all over the internet. Typically, what we have here is you've got your lights coming down from the top. You have a black wire and you have a red wire. Obviously one's ground, obviously one's power supply. Come over here to the Dodge assembly and they've got like 9 wires. What happened to the old days where you had one wire for the brake light, one wire for the turn signal, one wire for the emergency backup lights, and then the rest went to the ground? Hello. So we must complicate things. You can't tap into any of these because the brake light and the turn signal are the same bulb. So what happens is when you hit the brakes, your third brake light up here will go off. But when you hit the left turn signal, say you wire into this one, when you hit your left turn signal, it's going to blink. It's going to go. It won't do it on the right side because you didn't wire into it. If you wire it into the right side, every time you put your right turn signal on, it's going to blink. That is illegal in some states. It is freaking annoying as all hell because I was behind a Chevy yesterday and his was doing it and I just kind of chuckled. So you can go on to Google and order yourself a part that's called a logic box. It's $12. It takes a wire from this side on your turn signal, brake light, and it takes a wire from this side on turn signal and brake light, and it has a third wire that goes to the ground, and then the other wire goes up to your third brake light. So what it basically does is it cancels out the flashing. Now, guess what? Dodge did something really cool. Spare tire. You know where that's at, right? That's underneath your truck. On the left hand side, driver's side, follow the wiring harness back. Here's your spare tire, and there's the trailer hitch right there. Now if you can see it, there's a wire coming out of the wiring harness. It is white with a brown stripe. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right here. White with a brown stripe. That is a third brake light wire. Now it was capped. I cut the cap off. I ran my wire down here for the third brake light that I'm going to put in, and I'm going to splice them two together. Pretty freaking cool. It's not often you sit back and you say somebody at the warehouse or the factory thought ahead and said this guy's going to put a camper on this thing and he's going to need a third brake light, and they ran a wire. Who does that these days? A+. Dodge, super duper, thank you, awesome. Went and got a shop light. Like I was saying, here's the wire that comes out of the wiring harness. And there's my wire that's going up to my brake light on my topper. Awesome. Somebody thought ahead and they invested the wire. Wow, what great customer service. You know, it's like people who own Ford said, well, what do you mean there's no drain plug in a differential? Exactly. Why? See that? We got a plug. Okay, so there's the finished before I electrical tape it. And we're done underneath the truck. Alright, so we brought the power wire, which is a green one with the red connector on it, up here, which goes to the black wire. And then this other green wire with the into the frame. They come up here and they grab the, sorry about that, the black and the red wire up for the third brake light. So in theory, everything should work. Button this back up and go try it. Well, there's the third brake light. It didn't work, and there's a reason it didn't work. You hear that? That's all the freaking LED lights. They all broke off of it, and they're just sitting in there. None of them are connected, looks like. So I'm going to have to get on eBay. I think 25 bucks I can order a new one of these, and then once I get it in, I'll install it, and we'll upload this video. Just a minor setback. Like I said, I bought the top used, so I'm not going to let this little $25 part upset me, because I saved a couple $1,000 off the top by buying it used. There's my new light, my new LED light. It is an absolute perfect fit. I haven't peeled the tape yet and put it in yet, but I did put it there. I ordered that. I got my new locks, brand new locks for the back of the truck. Got all that delivered, priority mail, from Crafts. Hang on, let me get this name right. Okay, it's a company called Craftmasters. Craftmasters on eBay. I got the light for $25 delivered for free, and then I ordered these two locks, which are keyed exactly to the rest of my truck. What I paid for these guys, $21. They even came with everything, new, all new hardware. Okay, so back to the LED light. There's absolutely no directions on these LEDs, so the black wire right here is my positive, so red is the positive side of the LED. The green wire is my ground, and the black wire on the LED is the ground. That's my ground, and then this is my black wire, which I just tapped in down there to the third brake light wire. Oh, my strobe fell out. Let me put that back in. Alright, so in case you never saw how these Dodge taillights go back in, there's just two nipples, and they go in those two holes right there. And you just basically line them up and then push it in, and it should click. Okay, there's your click. And then on this side there's two Torx bolts that hold the taillight in. I don't have anybody here to push on the brake light, and I can't run back here with the camera, but it does work, and it only works on the brakes. If I put the turn signals on it, it doesn't go off. So all I'm going to do is tape these up, and then I'm going to tuck them in here behind the bed liner, and I'm good. That is another job done successfully. Real happy. So if you need parts for your top, your Leer top, or anybody, I would go and check out those guys at Craftmasters. That's their eBay store. I'm not sure what their website is. Incidentally, they were the cheapest online too. I was seeing these guys priced for $25 a piece. Like I said, I got both for $25, and that third brake light up there, I was getting quotes on that of $57 to $77, and they had it for $25 delivered. They all look the same online. I guess, you know, who's more greedier than the other person is what it boils down to. But I got both of them delivered, and I even ordered a new gasket for down here. That was 10 bucks. I didn't get that yet. That's coming Saturday. But I got all of it delivered for $67. So I'm real happy with my top now. I'm totally stoked. I got a brake light. I'm not illegal no more. And I'm going to wire up some LED lights in here next. That's my next project.